Well.
New year, new music.
New mean, new you.
New bitch. Obviously, like, we're most excited about the new music part of this next year.
Yes.
And so we're going to go over all of the new releases that are maybe going to happen, that are anticipated to happen, but are also confirmed to happen. Wait, are you subscribed?
Wait, are you?
There's a triangle, you know, the things that have been confirmed, the things that we're just like really hoping for, and then the things that are like rumored. People are working on an album and you're not sure. And then like again on the other one that we're talking about that are rumored, just kind of out of thin air. And there's things that we really hope for this year.
Yeah. We're just hoping for, but a lot of people I feel like are teasing it. On random socials.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just keep seeing stuff. So.
I agree. Like, honestly, it feels like everybody, for us,
clocked in.
They're clocked in. No more crashing out.
No,
more clocking in.
We're crashing in.
We're crashing in. And you know what? That's us right now. Hi, you guys. Happy New Year.
Hey.
We haven't spoken in a minute.
No.
We look a little different.
Oh.
I'm a Barbie girl.
You're so Barbie.
Yeah, I was thinking more Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, you don't really give Barbie.
You're
so Barbie.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, not you, don't.
I live Blythe doll.
You're not giving Barbie because you don't want
You're
to.
giving literally 60s Barbie, though.
Aw.
Yeah. Doesn't she look so cute today? Anyway,
Thanks.
so we're really excited about this year's music. Let's dive into some of the new things that are happening. Okay? Yeah. We have a list going. We try to be as positive as we can as human beings. You know what I mean? Like, not only for you guys, but we are really a beacon of light.
Totally.
And
just love and light over here.
Yes.
Solar power.
What is that? What are the lyrics in that?
We can burn sage and I'll cleanse the crystals. We can get high, but only if the wind blows just right.
Something that's very near and dear to our hearts, something that's very near and dear to a lot of you guys' hearts, some of you not, I know, but we're focusing on the positives, right? And the 1975 is in the studio working on a new album.
Oh, I'm freaked out. I'm freaking and tweaking.
I mean, okay, while he was on like at the very best tour, I feel like he kept talking about new music and albums and things like that and album cycles on stage.
Yes.
But also we haven't heard much aside from that, except for the one sit down. He did the podcast. What was that? I can't remember the podcast. This podcast right here. Mm-hmm. And he sat and he kind of like briefly mentioned it. And I remember watching that. It was a long podcast. That's a really good one if you're a 1975 fan. But I was refreshed by this video on YouTube by Music or something. And it was very helpful and informative. But it was kind of just talking about like the next era for the 1975.
Yeah, like a deep dive.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And kind of what he was thinking and just like what Maddie has said in that interview.
Yeah.
And writing wise, kind of what we're talking about here is not, we've kind of, if you're on TikTok or Twitter, he mentioned he doesn't plan on writing about the controversies that have happened within the past few years. Also past relationships like Taylor Swift and things like that. And what's her face? I don't know the other one he was dating, but which is nothing new for the 1975, but also for him in the 1975's music. I feel like he doesn't really do that often anyway.
No.
If you do get a glimpse, I feel like it's like an album after you think it would happen.
Yeah, it's always like it makes you question like who is this about?
Right.
It's
like
so after the fact.
And I feel like because he mentioned in that interview as well, and it got me thinking, I didn't know this was like intentional or if it is or not, but there's kind of like its own little cinematic universe within 1975 where there are like the same names kind of listed. Like obviously George, Maddie, his parents, his brother, like he'll mention those, but he'll name drop only a few people, and those are the same kind of people. The birthday party where he's like whatever, and in Wintering when he's listing off names.
Definitely.
So I like it that way.
Me too.
You know, I don't really care to hear always. Like, I do, but I don't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think all of probably my favorite songs are not the love ones.
Okay. Yeah. More politically charged.
I think so, yeah. I don't think do you think it's going to be like slower? Or do you think it's going to be more?
I don't think so.
Dance.
I hope it's not referencing, okay, but I hope it's more notes feeling.
Right. I love when they do that. I think they do it so well.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I think that the whole album as a whole, because on notes, every song is kind of different. It's not one genre. And I think that that's what I love most about it. Probably you as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of people. And I think that's also what a lot of people, the people that don't like notes, maybe that's what they don't love about it. And I think that this album could be more of that. Whereas being funny in a foreign language to me so like wrapped in a bow, like
definitely
all the kind of similar,
yeah,
you know,
cohesive and
cohesive. Thank you. In that interview too, that production wise, he made a new rule that like no one's allowed to bring in music examples like from Spotify and be like, okay, I want this part to sound like this, or we should try something that sounds like this.
Interesting. Yeah, they just want to do it like
organically. Ooh, Lana.
Maybe.
Which this one has been not a long time coming because she definitely just, it feels like she just put out an album.
Yeah.
But this one I feel like is very charged up as far as like her fandom goes and just like the way she's talked about it for so long.
Yeah.
Like at last year's Grammys, she really beefed it up like being this country album. So country from Lana, question mark.
Which I will say the country part puts me off a little bit. And
controversial.
Which is controversial, but like I'm not like the biggest country girl. Like I like country music for what it is and whatever, but maybe not from Lana. But I do think she will
change your mind.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
She'll prove you wrong.
Yeah, and I think she will do it really well.
Did you liked Beyonce's? Right.
I did.
Obviously, those are gonna be two different, but but
I think she did it really well too.
Okay.
But I think Lana will do it very well because of her voice, and she already kind of does it in a few songs.
Yeah.
With her
totally
like sound.
Yeah.
And so I think I don't know.
It's going to be called The Right Person Will Stay. I always wonder when people do get in relationships, like Chance the Rapper did it. I don't think that hers is going to be like all about him. And I think it's about how you do it. But like I was referencing Chance the Rapper, like there are tons of people who get married and they make a whole album about that person.
Yeah.
That could either go really well and that could also go very non-well.
Right.
I know.
Like I think about Casey Musgraves.
Okay. Like, yeah.
And like that's like the best album of all time
ever.
But
yeah, Golden Hour, if you don't know.
Like went so well. I mean, wrong afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Well, same with Chance the Rapper. I'm pretty sure he made that whole album and then they got a divorce.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it actually could be jinxing them.
Yes.
And they don't know
That's
it.
what I'm saying. It's like good at first and it like always creates a really good album, but like a bad
omen
outcome.
Okay. What about next then? What's your next most anticipated album? This is on the volume up, okay?
There's a lot. Like I have like a top 5 probably, but I'm gonna go Phoebe Bridgers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your next most anticipated?
Yes. Judgmental queen.
I'm not judging at all. Listen.
What?
I'm literally not.
But I've been in my Phoebe, like it's like winter. It's so Phoebe outside.
Yeah.
It's the vibe.
Okay, so what do you think hers is gonna sound like?
I don't know. Probably the same as.
Tea. But can I just say that if you go on Reddit to the Phoebe Bridgers subreddit, those people scare me.
They put me off.
Yes. It is similar to being a Swiftie on Twitter because like
it's worse.
Kind of. And I don't associate myself with the Swifties universe of Twitter. Right. Not that I'm better than them or anything.
She's just different.
I'm just less. The stands on Reddit say to you who want an album from her this year, fuck yourself, go fucking die. You're a fucking idiot. You should literally not be allowed on earth. She deserves a break. She's been
touring. Yeah. She's been doing this.
We know. No, none of these people need to fucking put an album out. And I don't
know.
Listen, I don't think the people on I don't know. I don't know how to say this nicely, but I don't think that anything anyone says online is going to change the trajectory of anyone's music career as far as when they're putting an album out. Like for the most part, like I don't think Phoebe, first of all, I don't see her being online that much. Second of all, she's definitely not in the subreddits being like, oh my God, they all fucking want an album from me. I need to get it out now. Like the people be like, let her rest. We are like, we're just talking. It's fine.
Those are like, they seem like her biggest stands too, but they don't want an album.
I'm sorry. I'm being a little bit brutal. I'm sure not every fan is like that.
No. Yeah. Right.
But you know what? I get lumped in as being a Swiftie since literally the beginning. You always get lumped in. Like people hated us growing up just because we liked Taylor Swift.
That's actually so true, though. I remember this girl
actually, I was saying it as a pick-me, but now that I'm like thinking about it, some people did judge us.
I'm not even kidding. There was this girl on my soccer team who used to like actually be so mean about it. She's like, "You like Taylor Swift?
Yeah,
God.
Pick us.
Pick me.
Choose me."
Okay, I actually changed my answer.
Okay,
because I'm like thinking about it, and like, it's not like I'm I'm just interested.
Okay, so would you pick this or the Lady Gaga album that's about to come out? Because Lady Gaga is rumored to have an album come out.
I'm very interested in that too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I am too, because she put out that one, wait, go back to it. Why are you not excited now?
I just said. Maybe I didn't say. I just said I changed my mind because I think I'm more just interested in what it's gonna be like, especially with the
curiosity,
with like Gracie dating Paul now, and like except I think she's very over that situation, so maybe not.
But I think didn't Phoebe break up that relationship?
She did.
So she can't really be mad, but she still can. You can still be mad that a girl technically, if she thinks they broke friend code, girl code.
Right. I mean, and their lore was deep. Answer to probably Noah Kahan.
That's a good one for you. That makes sense. That feels right for you. Okay.
Thanks.
Because the thing with Noah Kahan is I in my head think I know as a new, you guys know, Jamie has abducted me. What is the word? Recruited me. Jamie has recruited me to a lot of people within this past year. I would say more than ever, actually.
Really?
Yeah, like Noah Kahan for one. And I think that as a fan, I've listened to all of his stuff now, and I think you kind of know what you're getting from him, which I think is a really good thing for a lot of artists.
Yes, me too. I completely agree. It's very stable. Yes,
it's comfortable. It's comforting. It's nostalgic. It's not nostalgic, but you know what I mean? It feels right. And I feel like sometimes they don't need to start off, because that's when I'm going to get mad.
Yes. I think he's exactly where he needs to be. Yes. He needs to stay and do everything. Yeah. Exactly the same.
Yeah.
He's good.
Right. He's good. He can talk about new things and do it in fun, different ways.
Yeah.
Someone I also like he does really fucking deep cut lyrics, but also really funny lyrics.
Who?
Noah Kahan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about someone else. I don't know why.
You're like, wait, where did she
I thought you were introducing someone else. I was like, who?
No, him. But yes, he does both really well.
Yes, and I also think he knows his place. I think he knows what he's very in tune with his fans of
what they want from him.
He seems he's very active on Twitter. He's tweeting new lyrics.
Loyal.
All day long.
I think he's loyal.
He's very loyal.
Someone who I think does a great job of kind of doing both, giving us new but in their same way, is Tate Mcrae.
That's a really good point.
You know, her new stuff, when I'm hearing it, it makes sense that it's Tate. But it's done in a different way than I would expect. I would just think copy paste her last album because it was so good. I just love it.
It's somehow different. More beats into it. Different. Yeah.
Can I just say I need to brag right now? Yesterday she sent out an email. Okay. And she did a snippet of her new song.
Yes.
Sports Car or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you know what it is. Whatever. I was the second one to make a TikTok to that sound.
Oh, wow. She was on it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I like it. It sounds like Britney Spears to me. It sounds
I was just going to say that. She seems like that. And she also seems like she's kind of, not more confident, but she's more confident in the way to be more sexy, full out.
I noticed that in her new music videos, actually.
Yeah, there's been a switch up, a very good transition.
Yes, right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, in her womanhood,
yes.
She gets it. Her choreography is so good. I'm curious about the choreography for this new song because it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
you drive a sports car.
I'm so excited.
I love a song like that. And that gives me very Addison Rae as well.
Yes, I agree. And that comes out in February, I think.
Yes,
we could react to it.
We are. Do you guys want us to react to the new Tate album? I think that we will have to
because I think we want to. She's just so pretty, first of all, to look at, and then she dances on top of it. Yeah, where I'm like, oh my god, she's talented
literally
too.
Has it all.
Right, and then you're like, oh my god, she's also singing about it right now.
Yes. She's doing it.
She's doing the big three.
Yes, exactly.
Pretty dancing singing.
Yes, like Addison Rae.
Yes.
Which I'm wearing her perfume right now.
Is that what that was?
I think it's really called No, not Adore Me. What is it called? We love Addison Rae here, you guys know. I would consider myself in the top 5% of Addison Rae fans. I'm obsessed with her.
I agree. She is someone who's doing it so well. Yeah. And her whole switch up. Everything rebrand goes crazy okay. And I love that.
Yeah, she's just someone who gets it for the girls who are like us, very complex creatures, you know, loves the pretty things but also loves the weird and
loves to be weird
tacky and weirdo.
Yes, and you can just be it, accept it. I love and her post on Instagram, everything about it. She has all the 3 too.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. That's why I linked her.
And I really want to cosplay her in that white little tutu. Okay.
I really like the new Weeknd singles. Okay. I'm someone who I don't always like the singles. Maybe I do, but I don't, especially from the Weeknd. No, I do. I don't know. But like these singles are really, really good.
Really?
Does it say when?
January
24th. So it's coming up
very soon. And I don't think I listened to the singles.
Yes, you have.
Oh.
No.
Okay, I will give it to him. Every time I listen to The Weeknd, I hear him, I'm like, you know what? He does put you in like a sexy mood, like getting ready.
Actually,
music,
I've heard a lot of people have lost their virginity listening to The Weeknd.
That makes sense. Like, have you ever listened to The Morning?
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. And we have him in the volume down because I think he's someone. Okay, he's one of the top listened to artists in the world. Don't get me wrong, but he's someone I don't hear in our realm. You know, the Gracie Abrams Swiftie realm, like appreciating as much.
Which is weird because I actually, every time I listen to him, I love it.
Yeah.
And I love his first album, the first trilogy.
Oh, right.
Or is that, I don't know, the black and white one, you know it. And every time I listen to him, I'm like, oh my God, I do really like him. Yeah. And then once I think about him, I'm like,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like one of those people where it's like Ed Sheeran. They're so big and so everything is good that they put out, but you're not necessarily like drawn to be like, I'm the Ed Sheeran's biggest fan, even though we are. Like, I'm just using him as an example. Okay, like you know what I'm saying? Love our Ed. Yes, we do. We love our Ed.
Yeah.
But yes, I get what you're saying. It's more so just overlooked because he's so big, kind of thing.
Yeah, I need to start adding him to my playlist.
Yeah,
playlist for sure.
I think he's good workout music for you, like running music. But like Timeless with Playboi Carti.
I feel like Playboi Carti is supposed to have a new album too.
He is. You're right.
Yeah, we didn't put him on, but he is.
Timeless, 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 so timeless. Same with the Rebecca Black album. She has an album called Salvation coming out. It's going to be hyper pop. She's the hyper pop queen.
I'm interested.
I was just telling Jamie this. I actually think like she really set the tone for this for me. She's been like, I've followed her obviously for years. But maybe that's not obvious, but I followed her for years and she's always like, she's been doing that kind of vibe for a minute now.
Yeah, she's in it.
I think people maybe have woken up to that fact nowadays after the Brett universe.
I agree. And I also think she also did a similar rebrand and she really, I think took her, It's Friday into something so much more. Like she kind of took the laugh. You know what I mean? She like turned it into something good.
I agree. Like, and she embraced it. She embraced it.
Bitch. I do too because it is really powerful, especially in the music. Yeah. She's like, okay, actually I'm gonna redo the song.
Yeah.
I think she performed it at like Coachella or something.
Yes, I think you're right. I'm pretty sure.
And
Lala or something.
I love someone who does that. And I love a DJ.
Me too.
A girl DJ.
Exactly. Yes. And then also someone not in that realm at all, but connected, not really at all connected, but I'm going to say it, Miley Cyrus. I don't know if she actually, it's like confirmed or not, but like I do think that there will be a Miley Cyrus album out this year. I'm pretty sure.
I think so too, because I'm pretty sure she was supposed to have it this last year, but then remember
her house burned down.
I thought she pushed it back because Taylor dropped Tortured Poets.
Oh, okay.
And then she kind of never put it out, but
I see.
That's just what I remember.
I'm so excited because Flowers was one of my number one albums.
It was so good.
What did it come out last year or the year before that? I don't know.
I think the last.
But I think because she's been so channeling Tina Turner.
Totally.
Her outfit. She's been talking about her a lot. So I think it's going to be some sort of 60s, 70s, 80s. Those are all very different eras. But like 80s, maybe Tina Turner. Like
she'll find some sort of balance, middle ground. Yeah.
Obviously puts her own spin on it.
Yes.
Which I think she's someone who, you know, like Halsey did her impersonator album. Everything obviously that Miley Cyrus touches, like Kelly Clarkson. Like, okay, well, they both do their own thing on a song really well. Okay, let's put it that way. Right. Miley Cyrus, everything she touches turns to gold, no matter what. Like,
shame with Kelly.
Fuck off, my Kelly.
I actually saw her in a really cute outfit the other day,
and you're like, wait, Kelly.
And I almost screenshot. I think I did screenshot. I was like, and that's weird for Kelly.
For Gen Z. She's Gen Z, so like, well, I'm Gen Z. I'm literally Gen Z too, but I'm a more understanding part of Gen Z. You know, you're more of like the ew, chewy.
Ew. First of all, no. It looked very Mew Mew, by the way.
Oh, it probably was. Maybe
probably.
it was. I think Kelly understands it more than you think she does and gives her credit for it. But anyway, I digress. Miley Cyrus's new album, it's going to be great. She's a strong
And also,
woman.
apparently, she was like on Molly or something the other day at the Golden Globes.
Oh, really? I like that.
Maybe not Molly, something like that, though.
Wow, I did not realize.
That's why she had her sunglasses.
Oh, she was rolling. Chappel Roan, maybe.
Maybe. I feel like she, like, in my opinion, I think she has to.
Oh. Like she's being forced, or she just
like
feels...
she has to if she wants to ride the fame.
I see what you're saying.
However, I don't think she's in it for the fame.
Sure. She's
like,
not...
she doesn't even like it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yes.
So maybe she won't. But why did she put that one single out on like Saturday Night Live or something like that?
Yeah.
She did like that little country twang.
Yes.
One.
Oh, the one Saskatchewan. I'm moving to Saskatchewan.
Yes. She never put that out though.
No. She said she's going to have a concert in Saskatchewan though.
Oh. Yeah, and then it's rumored, it says country song, dancey song, one that's really 80s, one that's acoustic, and one that's really organic, live band 70s vibe. Okay. It's super weird.
I like that. Okay.
And it's might be tempo rock. I'm pretty sure she said this in an article.
Yeah. Because she only has one album out, I really don't know what to expect from her, to be honest. She's someone who I do think she would switch it up.
I agree.
And not want to do the exact same thing again. So I'm curious and I'm enthralled.
Me too. All the above.
Yeah. Same with Jack Harlow. Fuck it. I'll say it. I'm one of Jack Harlow's also. I'm probably in his 1% fans.
Probably. And I'm about to be.
Yeah. Like,
I put that one song on my playlist. Really good.
I'm telling you.
But I think you're putting me on. Not that I've been on, but
no, but I get you. Yeah.
Back on.
You've always respected. Yeah, you should back on the horse. I've been on the horse. Like this one album for me was like repeated constantly. And I just think the way he, like, similarly to why I love Eminem in the 1975, their lyrics and like the way that they talk about certain things and the humor that they bring, but also just like, I like an album where it's like, you know, like some of Nicki Minaj's songs, they have in like my Manifest playlist. He gives me that, and he's a great one to like manifest. Yeah.
He's positive and
right. He's like, no, I'm like I'm gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Another one, Lisa. Obviously from Blackpink, we do have New Woman from Lisa, and that to me, that song was like, was it not my top song last year?
It was. Yeah.
Would you rate that in your top or no? Did you listen to it ever or no?
No, I did.
It's like the best song ever.
Yeah. Can you sing it?
I'm a new woman.
Oh yeah. That was
go wow with Rosalia.
Song.
Yep. Yeah. like seriously, I'm telling you. And I'm so excited for it. I love Lisa. I love all of Blackpink. And so hearing their stuff separately is like, thrilling to me. So
I agree. They're so cool.
Same with Doechii. She wasn't in Blackpink, but her latest album, this came out like last August, but I do think she's going to do something this year.
I agree. And I think all the attention is going to be on her.
I think it's
already rising.
Yes.
Of course.
Yep.
Especially from her Tiny Desk concert. I feel like that one really.
Yep. Yeah. In some of her late night performances, like she was in this one Gucci outfit and they had all of their hair braided together. Did you see that? And she was doing Denial is a River. And cool. It was the sickest performance. She looked so cool. Her style's amazing. And also with the features that she's had recently, I feel like sometimes, because did you know that she's in the Katy Perry song? You know the one?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was Doechii for so long.
I want to look it up. Which one is it?
It's like, I'm his,
he's mine.
He's mine.
Yes.
That song.
Oh my god.
And I did not put it together. It always comes on the Vivo music videos.
This year?
Yes, it's from her last album.
Oh.
And Doechii was on Tyler the Creator's album. And I didn't put it together, the songs that I was listening to from those two and the features that she was on. She's also in like a few other, and her features are always so good.
Yeah.
And then with her album, I didn't put all of that together.
That happened to me the other day, and I'm trying to think of who it was, where I was like, it's in a song that I listen to all the time. Maybe it's Kanye West. Oh, with 007.
Oh,
Shake.
07 Shake, yeah.
And I know her voice.
Yes.
And I never put it together that they work together so much. I'm like, oh my god.
She's in a lot of his songs, and you wouldn't even know too, because it's just like, I put my hand on a stove. Yeah.
And I of course listen to her all the time. She's so cool.
Right.
But
you didn't put it together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then someone said it.
Big
and I was
collaborators.
Yeah.
I know. I'm telling you, things like that blow my mind.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Mac Miller obviously has his album coming out when?
I don't know if
I think it's next week or...
Yeah, it's definitely soon, but it's for Balloonerism.
Obviously, this was very anticipated and everything, and so...
January 7th.
January 17th.
But yeah, I guess a lot of people love this album. I've never really listened to it, but it's definitely a popular, like, leaked album.
Right.
That they're just refining and
finishing
it. So it's going to sound like a little bit different than originally, like, what's leaked.
Right.
But I'm really excited to finally listen to it.
You know who needs to be teasing? No, I shouldn't say that because, again, for good reason too. I understand the message of like shut the fuck up, let these people live. But Harry Styles hasn't teased anything. Like, again, on his Reddit, people are vicious.
Did he even put out singles last time? I don't
even know if he did.
Maybe one.
I don't remember.
Oh, maybe it was As It Was.
Oh, yeah.
Was his one.
Yeah.
But I don't think he puts out like a lot of singles.
No. So we're right. We're not really going to know that much anyway. But I do think in my spiritual ball in my head, I think that he's going to put something out in like before May, like at least a single. And I think his album might come out if he does put an album out this year. And I would understand why he doesn't. Don't get me wrong. I'm not pressuring anyone.
No.
Do it as you want.
Just looking forward to.
Jeez. But I think the album, if he does put an album out this year, it's going to be spring, maybe fall.
Yeah. I feel like he always usually does like around spring, summer. Like I feel like that's his vibe. But
no rush.
No rush.
And we're joking about that. We obviously know, like, we are sensitive. Obviously. Oh my God,
like,
I don't even have to get into it because I actually can't get into it or else I'll start crying. So I have to be a little bit of a bitch.
There would be like a trigger warning needed.
Yeah, we have a hard shell exterior, but
yeah, you wouldn't know by looking at us.
Right, that we're actually really sensitive. Okay.
I love that for us. Okay, anyways,
what do you think it's gonna sound like?
Oh, okay. My
prediction, don't read my notes.
I didn't. I think we already talked about this a little bit, but I think it's gonna be a little bit sinister.
It's gonna be like Ethel Cain. Ethel Cain perverts drone music, which did just come out, you guys.
I think it's gonna be a little bit more sad, a little bit more melodic.
Thank you.
That's really weird. I think it could be a little bit more sad. I think he's definitely gone through a lot of breakups that I feel like he thought were the one for sure.
Like Olivia. Did you know he had her name tattooed on him?
He would.
He
literally would. And then Taylor Russell, that one hit me hard.
Girl, I watched Bones and All last night.
Wait, have you ever seen that?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, I've been waiting because I knew it was gory.
And I hated that movie.
Yeah. Listen, I understand.
I liked it.
I think it only made $15 million, and I think the budget for it was $16 million. And so I saw on Dumois that people were saying that it was awkward whenever Taylor and Timothy saw each other at some event or something. What? Because they hooked up. But then she went back on it and said, no, it's because the movie didn't do well. And I'm like, why? It's definitely the first one, if anything, if they did feel awkward, because why would they care if the movie did well or
no?
Like, I'm sure they do care, but like...
Not like to that extent, though.
Right,
to like,
it's not their fault.
It affects their relationship.
It's the nature of the film. Like, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it.
It's a really weird movie. Right. But I really found it very, like, visually...
Oh my God.
Done very well.
Luca Guadagnino. Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Did so well. And yes. They're also very, like... pleasing to look at.
Yeah, I think it's going to be rocky, more like Kiwi.
Definitely. And I would die if it was anything like
Only
Kiwi.
Angel.
Only Angel.
Woman. Woman.
That album is so good. Yeah. It really is.
I think it's going to be like that.
I really hope so. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Even like a more rocky, like a slow rock.
Yeah.
Sexy slow rocks.
Gracie Abrams, she didn't tease anything necessarily, but she did give like an interesting comment where she was like, yeah, I really like releasing music back to back. It's less pressure. So I think that she's going to put something out. She said, oh, I think like I wouldn't be surprised if I have an album by the end of the year. And I was like, what?
Which is crazy. If you don't know, she just released her album.
The Secret of Us literally changed my life last year.
May, June, right? Like whatever, somewhere around then.
Yeah.
Life-changing.
So I'm just saying,
like, keep it coming. And also, yeah. We should have put Audrey on.
Audrey is supposed to have something. I thought she's definitely teasing stuff. So I think something, well, at least a single this year.
Definitely.
To throw around.
Definitely a single. So can't wait for that. That'll be really exciting.
We have solidified our spots as Audrey fans. Like, I just love her aura. I don't know much about her at all. You know who actually, for the Lorde thing, I saw in one of the Reddit things, people were like, talking about her working with George Daniels. And I was like, do you think Lord? I could see it because her and Charlie are, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Vibing.
So and maybe they got introduced. I mean, I think they probably know each other, but because of the Brat collab.
Because the snippet, Lord put one little snippet out there. And people were saying that it sounded like something George had his hands on.
Wow.
So I'm just saying. I don't know. That could be very interesting. I could just see.
I can't wait to see.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited.
It's looking like it's going to be a beautiful year musically.
Beautiful.
And at the very least, we have music, you know?
So true.
But it's not going to be.
I can't say that.
Why?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Ooh, we don't know the dark depths of this woman's mind.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. I got her to watch The Great, you guys. I'm so stoked because if you have not watched The Great on Hulu, I know my campaign for this is a little bit late because it's already been canceled. Like, there's no more The Great.
Baby, there is no more plane.
Oh my God, wait. I'm going to use that sound. I'm going to literally use that sound. But The Great with Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult. Oh my.
Listen, I've already loved Elle Fanning. You know,
didn't that make you love her 10
Fanning
times
sisters
more?
In general.
Right.
Family.
Yep.
No. She literally is like
life-changing.
The best actor of all time.
I agree.
I like look at her sometimes and I'm first of all like in awe of
enamored
her. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's Elle Fanning. And it's like she's just this totally like different person.
In every role she does,
but like sometimes you see her like her laugh come out and you're like,
yeah.
You're like,
oh, that's Elle. Yes, exactly. I'm actually watching Dakota Fanning. I was watching it before you got here. The Perfect Couple. It's a TV show on
Oh my
Netflix.
Gosh.
Dakota Fanning's in it. She's great in it. I haven't seen.
She just won something, didn't she?
Did she? Probably for that, I wonder, or was she in the movie? I don't know.
I saw Elle sing she won something.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
I didn't watch the Golden Globes. So.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I was watching The Great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what happened. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's where she's been. I kept telling her, I'm like, I haven't heard from you.
Yeah, and she sat with Kylie and Timothy and I forget her name, but she's with someone else.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So, we love it. We love you, Elle Fanning.
We love you. She's,
There's just no one else like her on Earth.
And now I can't stop looking at vintage
corsets and things.
And everything.
The 18th century. I know.
Everything.
I'm telling you. Have you gotten to the part with the red toile dress?
I don't think so.
Oh my God.
There was
when you see that
on her 20th birthday though, that dress, the pink.
Yes.
Or whatever, magenta.
Yes.
That
beautiful with her hair too. I know. That's literally what my hair actually is inspired by is Elle Fanning and The Great.
So good on Megs.
Yeah, we're just gonna literally be Elle Fanning clones. Like we love her.
No, actually though we kind of give like you expect
right. That's what I'm saying. We could be a quadruple sisterhood. That's the end of this episode. Let us know what you're most excited about down below. Like if it's an album that you know that's going to come out or just that you feel in your gut that should come out. You know what I mean?
Yep. Or if you know anything that we don't know or know something without we don't know.
Please, our DMs are always open. If you have any intel and you're at a record agency, we won't even tell a soul. We won't even mention here. I just like knowing things.
No, and if you want to send it over, that's
totally fine.
Totally
it's fine. And we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.